In the last video, I worked on my test garden here, and it's been about 6 days, and everything is still looking well. But I have been watering everything every day, and I found here at least that, at least for the first week or two, you just give it a water every day. And then after that, it can go on the regular watering cycle, which is every 3 days. But the garden I want to work on today are these two right here. I need to finish fertilizing all my trees. Up to this point, I fertilized and I stopped back there at that apple tree. I need to go ahead and get this fertilized. I want to go ahead and amend this whole bed and maybe plant a few things in here. And I want to actually split up that lilac. That was the main thing I want to do in this video, is go ahead and break this up here into 3 clumps. And then I can plant one here and one there. And also amend this bed. Also, I found a few more new perennials that I haven't grown before. This is Solidago, little lemon. I'm excited about this. This can work in both shady or full sun. And let's see. What's this one here? This one's got white flowers on it. Physositega. Crystal Peak White. I don't believe I'm going to dig up the whole plant. That would be kind of pointless. What I'm going to do is just find little sections that I can dig up, like right here. I can put the shovel in there and just dig down in, and then move this spot, and then do the same over here. This right here, obviously you can tell, is the original plant, and it needs to be divided because I think it is killing off the original plant. It's not getting enough water. So I'll cut that back also. But I'm not going to dig it all up. First things first, I need to go ahead and grab a shovel and start digging up that lilac. It's pretty much done. I was able to get 4 plants off of this lilac, and I could have harvested more, but I wanted to stay a little bushy. There's one here, here, and there. The other one I have soaking, and I was able to fertilize the trees all the way down, get all that done. I have a hard time pronouncing this name, but I think it's Physostagia. This is the Crystal Peak White, so it gets pretty tall. Let's see. Full sun, size 12 to 18 inches. I thought I got taller than that. So not too super tall. A little taller than it is now. I've got one there and one there. I thought it would be a nice break from the lilacs. And then I think I'm going to plant the other lilac right up front here, just to bring it over this way. And that's my pear tree. Got that fertilized and mulched. This Blue Point juniper as well. Once everything gets established, I think this bed will look nice. The only thing I have to do, like I said, is replace this. It started to come back, but then it died back off. I don't know. I just don't think it wants to grow in our soil, so I'm just gonna pull that off and pull this all back, or rake it all back, and then plant that elm tree that my friend gave me. And it is right here. Oof, it's pretty heavy. I've been watering it every day. And it looks like it was struggling because some of the leaves turned crispy, but as you can see, it's got new growth coming in. So I'm happy about that. I was kind of worried at first. It looks good. So you're gonna go, well, it's gonna go there, but I need to rake all that back. And here's that other lilac. I'm gonna soak like I did the other ones for a little bit. I think I have enough time to just get this one planted because we still have to take the dogs for a walk and it's almost dinner time. Jeff's making spaghetti tonight, so let me go ahead and rake this back, get this one planted. Last thing I have to do is protect the tree. Oops. So nothing tries to eat it at first. That should be good. This is actually for the lilac, but I need to put that up. Okay, so I've got this lilac, which is gonna go over here. I'll do that tomorrow. I think that will balance it out nicely. Okay, lilac in spot. I have a white echinacea. Maybe I can place right here. There's a bare spot. And I only have one of those. Oh, and I do have the little weeding to do in the middle right there. But other than that, the lilac planted tomorrow and it'll be good. I don't know. I don't think I want to put much more in here. I want to see how it fills out, which I'm sure is going to take several years. Oh, hey, Kellogg. You ready to go walkie? All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Pick up my tools, but I'll just leave them here since I'll be working on this tomorrow again. Yeah, all this can just stay here. I have my weeding bag. See right there? Got to do a little bit of weeding on the backside too. Oh my God. Look at on the kind of driveway area where I park my truck. All that needs to be weeded as well. And then also tomorrow, I'll work on that garden bed, getting it amended. Kellogg, you better get out of my garden. Get out, go. Well, it's a beautiful morning today, so I'm going to get back on what I started yesterday, which is this garden bed and planting that lilac that I left in the red bucket. Then getting to that garden bed over there, which I might add a few plants and obviously remove some weeds. But for the most part, it just needs to be amended. It has a nice selection of plants in it with the weeping cherry, the lilac, and then this plum, then the rose over there. There is, what is that? I don't think it's periwinkle. It's something else that's a ground cover right here, but it's not doing too well in this spot. So I might move that little clump that you see there and put something else in its place. And also there's a blank space back there. I thought to put another lilac back there, but I'm not sure. I might find something different. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some water on these lilacs that I transplanted because you can tell they're going into shock. Leaves are curling up. All right, let's get started. Well, I'm done with this bed here. I was spraying the water up in the air because there's been so many dragonflies since our pond has been filling up. I don't know if they like it when it's, oh, they do. I think they think it's raining. Okay, that's good enough. It's dry right now, so hopefully we get some rain in and it fills back up. So I top dressed the whole bed and I weeded everything. I just need to pull these out. I tried to pull that out, but it's rooted in there good. But it's dead, so I guess I'll just give it time or either just dig it out. But it's hard to pull out, and I didn't try to pull that one out. I'll go back later, but I need to weed this side of the dry stream bed, and there are even weeds on the inside of the stream. I did go ahead and water everything in just to make sure it had plenty of water, but the drip system is supposed to come on today, and so it should double water everything. Time to work on this bed, and like I said, I'm going to add in a few things, but I think I'm going to pull back the mulch and then amend it. I think that way it'll cause a border so the amendment doesn't wash away. Okay, 2 bags of garden soil amendment. This is 2 cubic feet. This is originally $7.96 at Walmart, but then it got on sale for $6. Then it went to $5. Now it's on sale for $4. For 2 cubic yards, that's awesome. That's $2 a cubic foot. So I said yard. I'm sorry, I meant foot. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull all this mulch back, like I said. I'm going to grab some of this. Maybe not all of it back, because it'll break down too. Just some of it so I can create a border. Yeah, that works. So the amendment doesn't want to wash away. Oops. It's kind of hard to do with the water lines in the way or the drip irrigation. Maybe it's going to be easier by hand. I'm glad that didn't break. Oh, I'd have been upset. Okay, I'll just leave that for now. Those need to be pulled up. Hold on. All right. Time for a little time lapse. These will go here for now, just so they're out of the way. I don't know if I want to put them back there. We'll see. Now that I've planted plants there. Possible. Okay. Last bag. And last tree I need to amend. It's a huge anthill right here, and they are not liking that I'm messing with this area. But, I mean, there's nothing I can really do. Okay. Weeds. Oh, and dead plants. Speaking of weeds, I just need to go through that side of the garden over there. The veggie garden is good, but look, it is a total mess over on this side. I tried to do some. I cleared over here out, but I think that's what I'm going to do in my next video is clean out all these weeds, and I'm going to start thinning out this tree here because eventually it's going to be gone, and I'm going to replace it with fruit trees, a whole row of fruit trees, maybe even 2. Yeah, I've been weeding as I go along, but just some places have gotten really bad, like all through here. That really needs to be gone through. But you know what? At least something's growing there. But look, my sage bushes, or sorry, my salt bushes have completely taken over this walkway. You can't even get through no more. So I need to come trim all this back as well. But I'm glad this portion is done, at least for now. And it's looking all good and amended. And this is the last bed I worked on. I got a few extra plants in there along with the rose bush. And let's see, I got 2 plants over here. So that should fill out nicely and all amended along with my cherry tree. I do need to get the pruners. And I think in my cleaning video, I'll come and clean off some of these branches that have no leaves on them. So they're obviously dead. Yeah, so I need to come clean this up. Still haven't figured out what I want to do with this area, but I might go in and lay cardboard down and then put mulch over this, just so it's ready for whenever I decide to do anything with it. I do already have mulch down pretty thick, but as you can see, the weeds have grown up and it just needs to be cleaned out. So maybe I'll include that in my next video because I do have quite a bit of cardboard. So that should be a fun little project. And just need to decide what I want to get in here. This is our native barberry, and it's got beautiful yellow flowers on it at certain times of the year, but the leaves are like hollies and they're very pokey and it can be an annoying plant. It's starting to take over this area here. I'm not sure if I want to keep it because I have it all over the yard already. So maybe I'll just clean this out and sheet mulch this as well with cardboard and heavy mulch to get it ready for whatever I decide to do in here. Same with this area here too. I might actually extend this bed out so it gets a little bit of sun as it's shaded most of the day. And like I said, I might do a water feature back there for the dragonflies and stuff. I'll go over these plants that I added into this garden bed. These are drought tolerant. I've never grown this one before. It's a papaver red shades. Let's see. The bloom time is late spring to summer. It grows 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. The placement is good in borders, beds, and mass plantings. So it's full sun, plant in deep, fertile, loamy soil, which is now that it's amended. Low to moderate watering once established. Fertilized once a year with slow release, zones 2 to 8. It's really pretty. Kind of reminds me of, oh, I think that is a poppy. Yeah, because it has those little heads there. I don't know if you can see that. Huh. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's a poppy. Okay, that'll be nice. The next one is a solidago, little lemon, little lemon. And this one here is zones 4 through 10, and it likes full sun or part sun. This is the one that I said that likes to shade or sun. And it gets about 12 inches high, 12 inches wide, watering 2 to 3 times per week until established. I'm going to be watering these every day until they're established. The next one everybody knows is echinacea, or the coneflower. This is Artesian Collection Red Ombre. It's beautiful. So this one is going to be 24 to 34 inches tall, 10 to 25 wide. Wow, this gets pretty big. Placement, great for colors, summer perennial borders. full sun, plant in a well-draining, moist soil. Oh, these flies. And it likes light water, fertilized monthly, and zones 4 to 10. Everybody knows the yarrow or achillea, and this is moonshine, which is a bright yellow. Let's see what the specs are on this. Full sun, 18 to 24 height, and then the spacing is 12 to 15 and grows in zones 4 through 8. Now that I amended that, I did leave that ground cover there, so hopefully it'll like it better with it amended. I have another one of those plants there, the solidago, and right next to it is one of the divided plants that I did. It's a red hot poker. Well, I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me during this video. Hopefully we'll see you next time here on Garden Days. And don't forget, if you want to check out more videos, they'll be right over here. Or you can subscribe if you haven't yet. Bye for now. Mwah.